Hey math fans! Welcome to Math Olympiad Academy, your trusted space for advanced problem solving and logical reasoning. We sincerely thank our subscribers and all viewers for your continued support. In Lesson 20, we present a rigorous, step-by-step solution to a limit problem that looks tricky to many students, but isn't when you know the appropriate method. Let us consider the following expression. F of x equals the quantity e raised to the power 3x minus 3 times x minus 1, all over x squared. Can you determine the limit of f of x as x approaches 0? Our objective is to find this limit step by step by applying L'Hopital's rule. Before we begin solving, let's take a basic first step: understand the problem. Then, rewrite the expression whose limit we need to find. After that, a common question naturally arises. Where should we begin? Since our goal is to determine the limit of f of x as x approaches 0, it's obvious that substituting x equals 0 into the numerator and denominator gives 0 in both cases, resulting in the indeterminate form 0 over 0. To resolve this, we express f of x as a quotient of two functions, g of x and h of x, where g of x equals the quantity e raised to the power 3x minus 3 times x minus 1, and h of x equals the quadratic monomial x squared. Both g and h are continuous and differentiable on the real numbers, and g of 0 equals h of 0 equals 0, which gives an indeterminate form of type 0 over 0. Furthermore, before we apply L'Hopital's rule, we must check its conditions. The first-order derivative of h is not 0 near x equals 0, except at 0 itself, so the rule applies. In this second step, we apply L'Hopital's rule to evaluate the limit. This means we replace the original numerator and denominator with their derivatives. Now, in the third step, let's compute those first-order derivatives. The derivative of g of x is 3 times e raised to the power 3x minus 3. The derivative of h of x is 2 times x. Now, let's evaluate both derivatives at x equals 0. Substituting x equals 0, we find g prime of 0 equals 3 times e to the 0 minus 3, which is 3 minus 3, so g prime of 0 equals 0. On the other side, h prime of 0 equals 2 times 0, which is also 0. Since both derivatives are 0, the limit is still in the indeterminate form 0 over 0. That means we can and must apply L'Hopital's rule a second time. Let us differentiate again. The second derivative of g of x is 9 times e raised to the power 3x. The second derivative of h of x is 2, which obviously shows that the second derivative of h at 0 is not 0. Now, we apply L'Hopital's rule a second time. As x tends to 0, the limit of f of x equals the limit of the first derivatives, g prime of x over h prime of x. But since that still gave 0 over 0, we go one step further. The limit of f of x as x tends to 0 now equals the limit of the second derivatives, g double prime of x over h double prime of x as x tends to 0. Substituting x equals 0 into g double prime of x, we get g double prime of 0 is 9 times e to the 0, which is 9. H double prime of 0 is 2. Therefore, the limit of f of x as x tends to 0 is 9 over 2. In conclusion, as x tends to 0, the limit of the quantity e raised to 3x minus 3x minus 1 all over x squared equals 9 over 2. Verification. Now, let's verify the accuracy of our calculation. Using direct substitution, when x equals 10 to the power minus 6, The value of f of x is approximately 4.500000135. We found analytically that the limit is exactly 9/2, which is 4.5. The relative error is then the absolute difference between 4.5000135 and 4.5 divided by 4.5. This gives a relative error of 3 times 10 to the minus 7, or about 0.3 parts per million. Thus, at x equals 10 to the minus 6, the value of f of x is extremely close to our analytical result, which is 4.5. Taking into account that the relative error of our calculation is just about 0.3 parts per million, this confirms that our analytical result is correct. I hope you enjoyed this step-by-step solution. Keep practicing, share this lesson with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to Math Olympiad Academy for more exciting math challenges. See you in the next lesson!